I remember having a nightmare the night before my last appointment, and my phone was ringing for the alarm, and it said, time to wake up for your baby's funeral. And that was in my dream. And when I woke up, I realized it was a reality. Like, it was time to wake up for my baby's funeral. I never thought that I would be in a situation where I would consider abortion. My name is Jess. I live in Kailua on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. I was 21. I had met an older guy. When I found out that the guy that got me pregnant had a drug addiction, there was really no chance of me relying on him at all. And so I'm really alone in this. I wasn't in communication with my father at that point, and my mother had died. I have no money. I have no home. I would be living off of food stamps. I live in Hawaii, one of the most expensive states in the entire world to live in. I'm young. I'm in college. I have no experience with children. It was just the perfect person that Planned Parenthood would suggest to have an abortion. There seemed like there was no hope for my situation at the time. And a lot of my friends said, this will ruin your plan for your life. Fear can sometimes overcome faith. And that's kind of where I was at. Once I decided I was gonna have an abortion, I hated myself for it, because I knew that it just was never gonna make me feel happy. It wasn't a decision I was content with. The first time I went to the abortion, I just made the appointment. It was over the phone. And they were willing to take me and abort the baby. The second and the third appointment for Planned Parenthood, I just wanted so badly to just get it over with and pretend it hadn't happened, because I didn't want to be a failed mother. The actual place was right outside of the elevator doors. So when those elevator doors opened, I just was like, I can't go through those doors, because they were so swift to do it. They were just like, let's get it done kind of thing. They had warned me very aggressively over the phone. They had said, this is your fourth appointment. If you do not show up to this appointment on time, you will not be able to have this abortion, because you're right at your cutoff date, and then you will just have to have the baby. And so I told God, I want you to physically stop me, because from what my human eyes can see, I don't see a way. I'm the perfect candidate for taking the easy way out. So you need to physically send down the angels and stop me, because I don't want to do this, but I don't see a way out. We were on our way to the appointment, and on that off-ramp, the father of my child and I's car spun out of control, and there was a flat tire, and so he had to pull off the off-ramp. He's like, I have a spare tire in the back that I just got. And so he went in the trunk. The spare tire was completely deflated. He's like, it looks like someone deflated it. It's the weirdest thing. And I said, it's not weird at all. And then he didn't know about this conversation I had with God, obviously. And I looked at this clock that was randomly there, that was visible from the off-ramp. And I looked at it and I said, that clock says that I'm 15 minutes past my appointment. God physically stopped me. And I've never to this day, I've asked God for signs many times. He's given me nudges and things like that, but nothing like the Holy Spirit that I experienced that day. I was at complete peace, and I was like, get in the car. I'm not having this abortion. And I never hesitated after that. And I've never regretted any second after that moment, because God just told me this is the right decision. It all worked out. God will always make a way. God ended up putting a lot of women in my life that had been through certain circumstances. There's angels everywhere when you least expect it. Ezekiel is the most selfless person I've ever met. When we pass anyone unfortunate on the side of the road, he tells me, Mom, we have to feed that person. We have to help them. And the other day we came across someone that had no legs, and he was on the side of the road, and I said, okay, we'll get him a cheeseburger. And then he was like, Mom, he has no legs. We need to buy him broccoli and make him chicken. He has no legs. God, how is it that you constantly teach me? He's my child, but he's constantly teaching me things, and he's just a blessing. God fought for him. And I pray that he does great things, and I pray that he shows everyone the love of God. I feel that every woman should forgive themselves because God sees our heart, and he knows that sometimes you do make decisions out of fear. You do make decisions out of our circumstance, and God forgives us for everything, and he loves you no matter what. But if there's anyone that has this opportunity to make the right decision, if I could save one woman from making a decision based out of fear, then this whole video and this whole opening up about my story would be worth it.